Hello, and welcome to my channel. I'm Rumble, and I run a channel with my wife over on Cat Snacks and Video Games, but this is me kind of trying something different here. So you may have seen some of these videos a few months ago, or not, that's fine if you didn't, but I made a couple of videos before the marketplace shut down, and I really enjoyed doing that. And it's one of those things where I really love playing on the 360 still. I always try to go for achievements, and as you may see here, I'm very close to 1 million Gamerscore, and that's kind of one of the reasons I wanted to start this channel, was to have some documentation of it. I know that it's one of those things I should have started years ago, but you know, it's better late than never. So in the first round here, it's just kind of the goal is to get to 1 million Gamerscore with Xbox 360 games, because that's where it all started and that's where I started doing achievements. I guess I could start by telling you guys a little bit about myself. You know, I started playing on the Xbox 360 back in 2005, but I didn't really fully play it until around 2011, where I bought my own Xbox 360 and not playing on a friend's Xbox. And it was shortly after where I started discovering things popping up on the screen, and I had no idea what that meant. I had pretty unreliable internet at the time, so it was more or less just playing single-player games that it was either recommended to me, or I just had played other games in the series in the past, either on original Xbox, PC, or on the 360. And then I started just kind of playing for the score and playing to complete the games. But it took me a couple of years to fully get invested in the actual achievements and the Gamerscore. And you can kind of argue now that the Gamerscore is a little bit less relevant, you know, and there's always going to be people that say that Gamerscore was irrelevant to begin with. But I always felt it's been a good way to track the games that you've completed and have that little bit of a history with it. You know, it's you can always go back on a certain game, and that's what, you know, I like to do on the 360. I can just go in here and go to the achievements, and then I can look at exactly how much Gamerscore I got on this console versus, you know, something like a Xbox One or Series X. And I like these gamer pictures too. It gives you a bit of a history here, where I know that at times it can take a little bit longer to load, but at least I can go in here and see, okay, I've finished all these games, and I know that it's a piece of my past. And it's, yeah, I find it interesting to go back here and just click on a game, and it tells more of a story for me as well, so I can go in here and look at the different games and say like, okay, this achievement I struggled with, or this was the last time I played the game back in 2015. And so yeah, I think this is still pretty cool, and I mentioned that in like the last video I did over on our joint channel, that this is something I did, and I was just trying to figure out if I wanted to do that on our main channel, or just like do the achievements and Gamerscore on my own. So that's kind of the whole goal here, like I said in the beginning. So, and starting with, I wasn't actually going to start this month. I was gonna do this a couple months ago, but this happens to just be Shocktober right now, which is a big month where I try to go back through my backlog, literally, to play some old horror games that I started, or just revisit some of them too. That in particular counts a lot on the 360 for me, because they're a little bit harder to play, a little bit harder to complete as well. So I was thinking we could look at that and see the types of games that I still have left to play. It's not a whole lot, and actually, let me see here. So no, I'm gonna go through where I was just now. So let me do that. And I actually loaded up these games before I started recording this, just to have a better visual of what I have left here. So I think deciding on this, obviously I won't be able to play all of this this month. You know, it's doing our main channel is actually taking up a lot of time, so I haven't been able to play as much as I wanted to, because that was kind of the goal with this whole thing, was with the YouTube thing, was to play and document it and then kind of tell people about it. So in this case, I haven't actually been able to do that yet, but that's why I'm just kind of jumping into it now. And it's like, this is the kind of stuff I like doing, is going back and cleaning up games, so to speak. So as you can see here with Deadly Premonition, I've only done the prologue, so not a whole lot of progress here in 2017. So we're way behind on this one. But as far as I understand here too, it's just about and all secret achievements too. So yeah, I bet people don't miss this where you can't see it, but you know, maybe it kept a little bit of the mystery too. You know, on the newer consoles you can reveal this now. So. But if you're on something like True Achievements, you can do it anyway, right? You can just go in there and see what the achievement is. But I think most of these are like story related, and there's like 3 playthroughs, and then possibly 1 collectible, I think it is, and some different endings. So, but it shouldn't be too bad. It's just 3 playthroughs. Obviously, it's going to take a little bit of time, but people rave about this. I've liked what I've played so far, but I don't know much else about the game. I know it looks like a mix of, you know, I would say it's like a Alan Wake, Resident Evil, Silent Hill with Twin Peaks. You know, that's what it looks like to me. So, all right. So then here I started Alone in the Dark, and I will be honest, I'm not sure I like this game a whole lot. It's a little bit clunky. It's hard to get into, especially if you. Let me see here. So I started this in 2017, and I've been kind of going through. From time to time. This looks like 5 years, 6 years, and trying to pick up on this game, but it's difficult. I don't know what it is. I just it's hard to get into, and I will still give it a go. This might be one of the games that I do, since you know this video serves as more of an intro video to my channel here, rather than me saying I decided on this game. So yeah, when we get down to that, when I decide which games I want to do, I'll post about that next time and kind of show the progress and my feelings towards the game, my rating in a sense too, because yeah, I always judge a game if I enjoyed it, but I also judge it by the achievements too, especially if I play on Xbox. So it's kind of an added thing where, you know, you might say it's fair or unfair, but a lot of times that's part of it, right? It's part of completing the game, not just beating the game for me. So this is one that I'm considering for this month. Not looking forward to it too much if I do, though. But the next one is Dead Rising. This is also the same thing where I started this a while ago. And, you know, this is an older Dead Rising. And I played Dead Rising 2 and I played Dead Rising 3. Really enjoyed both of them, actually. This one, similar to Alone in the Dark, is a little bit hard to get into, so I think I just have to like start over and then go from the beginning. And as we probably know, if you played the Dead Rising, you have to do multiple playthroughs, and you have to like get your XP level up or your PP level to a certain point where you can take on, you know, certain psychos and bosses, right, to make things a little bit easier. You have a bigger health bar, so it's one of those games that you just have to invest some time in, and it's been a little bit harder, but I think I'll enjoy it. Obviously, we know is it the 7-day survivor? I think that is a little bit of a pain. Yeah, not just a little bit. I think it was 12 or 14 actual hours in a day. So yeah, so that should be fun, but not impossible. So we have Resident Evil Revelations. This one I have actually played through a couple of times. So not I will say I think I have the hard playthrough left. Yeah, Infernal, and a lot of raid mode, which is basically, you know, mostly co-op online. So very grindy game. I did enjoy this though. It's I think what is it, a 3DS game I think originally. So, but I did play through it twice, and I got, I think, most of the collectibles, you know, without dying. I just did a couple of years ago here. But this one's a little bit tough to think I need to do another playthrough, and I still have all this grindy stuff. So yeah, this one's a bit of a struggle. I did enjoy the game though, but it's hard to say that I might. Yeah, it will be tough to leave this one behind, but we'll see. I still am pretty determined to complete my games pretty much all the time. So it's this one has been a little bit tougher to get through. At least 3 times, I should say. So I got it through. I mean, the final boss is kind of a pain in the ass, honestly, but that's how it goes. This one, terrible game. I severely dislike this game. I don't know. I had my wife play this with me, and I apologize to her all the time. This is not a fun game at all. So, and I still think we have to go through the let's see. Yeah, we did all the multiplayer stuff, and then there's like all the abilities, all of the grindy stuff. Yeah, and then S rank, which I heard that it's kind of hard to do the S ranks when you play co-op, or only one person can do it. But yeah, not looking forward to it. I also started this on PC, like the Games for Windows Live a while ago, so I still have to finish that one too. So that's kind of the downside to stacking games and playing them twice. I do enjoy that, but in this particular case, I did not enjoy this at all. So I apologize to anyone who really likes this game, but I would be very surprised if you like this game, because there are several other Resident Evil games that are far better than this, and this one is kind of an outlier. Like, I'm not a huge Resident Evil fan. I've played a lot of them, but this one is just not good at all. So the next one here is Fear Files. This I have started. Looks like I did all the multiplayer at some point. So that's always good, like just with all the shutdowns and all the servers just running riot here, it's always nice to get the multiplayer done, so you at least know you can go back and complete the game 100%. But similar to Fear 1, so I did Fear 1, I did Fear 2, and then Fear 3, and I haven't completed this yet, and this is the last one. The last one I need to play. So it's just, I think I spent a lot of time on the first Fear game trying to complete that, and then I played this, and I was like, it's a lot of the same type of achievements here, but I'll get through it. The instant action is a little bit tricky, especially on extreme, but yeah, you just have to have patience with this game. Honestly, it's still, I like the Fear series. I think it's a very good shooter and like an action horror game. But this one, yeah, it's obviously similar to the first one. So if you like the first one, you'll probably like this one too. But still a ways to go on that one. And I have Dead Space 2. This is the German version of it. And I bet you can guess which achievement I have left. And it's not that it's on purpose. For some reason, well, maybe it is on purpose, actually. This is one of my all-time favorite games. I love this game. So I think I left this on purpose, so I have a reason to go back to it and, in a sense, forget parts of the game so I can re-experience it, although I probably remember every scene of this game at this point. But I just have the hardcore achievement left in this one, so I've done it on the global version of this game, and it took me a bit. I mean, I'm not going to say I got it first try, but it took me a bit to get that one. And it was mostly due to where I saved and basically the types of resources you had available at the time of saving. And obviously getting to a point where you feel a little bit more overzealous about going to the next level and the next mission. And then you die in a stupid way. And then you're just like, yep, I'm back to chapter 5 now. And, so... But, as long as you figure that out, this one is manageable. Like, it's, don't listen to people say that this is, like, super easy, because it's not. But it's manageable as long as you know where to save and don't get too confident and just keep going, and then you waste, like, 3 hours on a section that you could have just saved and been okay with. So, but, fantastic game. And this is one stack that I am looking forward to. And if I do go back to this one this month, it's going to require a little bit of investment, of course. It's not something you just go into casually, and you have to practice and, get good at the game, of course. So, and I have the 2 Silent Hill games here that I have. I started both for some reason. I think Homecoming is the first one, and I have done very little in these games. I do owe it to myself to play through at least one of these, so chances are Homecoming will be one of the games that I try to at least play through and hopefully complete. But yeah, as you can see here, I've done nothing. I've done one of everything, I guess. Defeat one enemy, and so yeah, I have zero experience with Silent Hill from the past. This is pretty much all I have done. So I think it's safe to say, yeah, this one will probably be a game that I will invest some time in. Downpour. I did like this one, but, you know, if I have no experience with Silent Hill, people will probably tell me that this is not a good game, but whatever. I mean, I will play it and we'll see what happens. But as you can see, again, started a lot of these games in like 2017 and later, or earlier, I should say. So yeah, I think that was it actually of the horror games that I've started and would consider playing this month. Let's see if I can jump over to this one. So like I said, I'll probably make... So here's kind of more of the list on this one here. Yeah, so you can see here a little bit, probably a little bit easier, but I wanted that visual with achievement pictures and stuff. So yeah, I will definitely post some progress towards 1 million gamer score, and I think this is a good way to start. I know I have less than let's see here, so it's like, you know, little over 6,000 gamer score. So, you know, I wish I'd started earlier, but here's the progress at least. And once I reach 1 million gamer score, I'm not gonna stop there. I'm not as hardcore as I used to be, but I still go for achievements on any Xbox console that allows for achievements. So I still do it, but for me, it's more about the completions than it is about the actual gamer score. So, you know, I know a lot of people are just pumping out gamer score left and right and getting to 2 million, 3 million, 10 million, whatever. But that's just, it just takes away the fun for me, you know, like, because this is the original way to earn the achievements. And this is, to me, way more fun to do. So that's what I'm going to try to do. So that was just like a semi-short intro to this channel. And I hope that if you find this somehow, you know, just like this video and subscribe if you want, if you're interested in this kind of stuff. I think I have a lot to share, and I'd like to hear from you guys too. I know that it's always tough starting out, as we know with our other channel that has grown quite a bit lately, and we're very happy about that. We love what we're doing. It's more, we do more collecting and stuff there on multiple consoles, multiple platforms. So, but we primarily focus on Xbox. That's what we play, and we both do achievements and we play co-op together and we try to complete games. So this is just a different venture where it's not so much about the collecting, but more about the games and more about the achievements. So anyway, so thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next video.